third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for it.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that the O, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
Second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown, Houston! This offense really clicking.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Now it's second down here. It's Johnson. They bring him down after a short gain there. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. It's a draw to the back. And the Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. Chris, this can be the hardest thing for an offensive play caller, but it really should be the easiest. Stay patient and keep taking what they give you. That's back-to-back runs for first downs. Until they prove they can stop that running game, continue to pound the rock.
Play action here on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's a big play by the defense because now the offense is off schedule. They're behind the chains on third down. They can get after them with the pass rush.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, tough decision here for the head coach. I think they're probably going to punt this one away, rely on their defense. With this field position, I think that's what they need to do.
The Red Raiders will send the punt team onto the field. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Steps into this one, and it's a boomer. Wow. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Houston's offense heads back out into the field now. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. And they'll use the ground game here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Young. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
I think this defense needs to think about changing up their coverage. These zone defenses are just not set up to stop these slant routes. You can see that window. It's wide open. The quarterback sees it pre-snap, and then he's just exploiting it. You might want to think about changing it up, going man defense, and allowing the corner to get in there and try to break this thing up.
He keeps it. Can he get there?
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What an excellent stop on 3rd down from this defensive front 7. The offensive line was absolutely overwhelmed at the point of attack, and they were able to get in the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback. They knew what was about to come, and they were able to be effective on that 3rd down and get themselves into a punting situation.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession.
Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
This is something I'm so impressed with by this defense is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw. It's Weigman. Receiver makes the grab.
Touchdown, Houston.
Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, how often do we talk to these coaches and they talk about the sudden change, that you've got to capitalize when you get a turnover, and here the offense is able to do that. First snap after the defense gets the ball back, and they're in the end zone. That is complimentary football 101.
Now the try here for the extra point. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the completion made. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You see an offense that runs these drag routes well, it is really tough to stop, almost impossible to stop. And the whole key for the offense is really about timing. It's about the quarterback getting that ball out of his hand on time and then accurately hitting the wide receiver in stride. If that happens, there's really nothing the defense can do.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pass is caught. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
And the Red Raiders have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback still with the football. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. After the play, an injured Houston Cougars on the field. It's a senior defensive back. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Got to have your head on a swivel as a quarterback outside of the pocket. I feel like he does a nice job here, Chris. Look, he gets what he can get, and then he just gets down and avoids the big hit. That's a nice job.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. To throw. It's Hammond. Defense is coming after him. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
This has been a totally dominant performance by this pass rush. 5th sack of the game. This offensive line cannot protect the quarterback, and they continue to just tee off. I will not be surprised if they get 1 or 2 more.
The Red Raiders bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. That's reeled in. It's Walker. Sees an opening. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And they go back to the weapon who's been so reliable and effective today. He's one of the guys that's helped them build a lead. Now, Joel, they go to him trying to secure it.
And, Chris, he's just so reliable. You can tell that the quarterback has full trust, that he knows exactly where this player is going to be, that he's going to be open, and that he's going to catch the football. When you have a guy like that you rely on the outside, you can ride that to a victory.
And Texas Tech wants a timeout here. That's their 1st. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Well, there's a clear breakdown in coverage and a good find by the quarterback to find this open receiver. And then he hits him for a nice completion. They've got to get down here and get some points here. And this is the point where your quarterback has got to be at his best.
Now the Red Raiders go ahead and call their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 more timeout to use now. Favorable situation, 2nd and 4 after they pick up 6 on the first down pass. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout here. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain. That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7, and they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
Good enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the offense just takes a knee here. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.